Here we go. Right, earth strap. Created an earth strap on the Harley-Davidson XLH1000 Fonzmobile. It has many names at the moment. It's not called Donald. Ooh, it's down. Hang on. It's not called Donald anymore because it's had a total facelift. And that tank stain's silver, so it's a silver machine. Heavy metal, the black and silver. Sleepy Joe. That's another possibility. I don't know. I think it'll have many names. Right, here we have the arrangement of the earth strap on these things. Is it goes from there, the earth terminal, where I've got a thing. That's not there. And it's one of these. It's quite a thick one, and it goes from the earth strap down to the engine mounting, which is in the way of a lot of things. It's in the way of the oil lines, it's in the way of the chain, it's in the way of the back of the engine, it's in the way of the starter and the solenoid and the wires for that, which are equally thick. So I thought, wouldn't it be great? When I put indicators on it, I wired the backlight earth and the indicator earths to here. And this is pretty meaty. I used a 13mm spanner, whatever that is, in Imperial. It's obviously an Imperial thread because it's in the frame. What I've done is I was going to reuse this one because it's pretty ratty, but it'd be out of sight under the seat. And then I realised that it wasn't quite thick enough because 25mm is recommended, and this isn't 25mm. So 25mm is really thick. It looks like, I'll show you an old oil line for comparison. Yeah, the thinner one on that side is I don't know my right from the left. I'm really bad with that. That's the earth strap, and that's an oil line. So as you can see, there's not a huge amount. I mean, yeah, okay, the oil line is noticeably bigger when you see them together, but it still looks more like an oil pipe than a wire. So, which is the least awkward way? I've got kind of like a tray of space under here. I did have a bit of space in there, but that's now taken up with mainly with the flasher unit. So I'm thinking that the less awkward way of routing it would be straight round like that in a little loop at the end, and that'd do it. So what I need to do is mark it off there and cut it. I'll be back in a second. So I'm going to take this off, and I've just checked, and it's a 1/2 inch. That one that I said I was using a 13mm on, I was, because they're kind of close, but it's actually a 1/2 inch. And that thread that it goes to has already been tapped to take out the loose rust and things, because it wasn't being used for years. And also I have ground away the paint around there, so it's nice, clean earth. Extracting of the existing earth wire. So we basically got that. That's what the other end will look like, but with a smaller eyelet on it, a 6mm eyelet. This is whatever that was. It was 6mm and I drilled it out. So these are made of copper. There's my snake. I have the wire lightly clamped in a 4-inch vise here. I can see the mark. I don't know if you can. And to use this, obviously cutting with a pair of hand cutting things it's just going to be awful and chew it up and everything. So I'm thinking, because I've never worked with wire this thick before, I'm thinking the cutting wheel, because I've cut angle arm with this on my angle grinder. Cutting wheels, you get them in packs of like 10 or something, but as you can see, they're just very much thicker than a grinding wheel. Grinding wheel is generally the one it comes with. So what we're going to do is cut through this. Hang on, what's wrong with it? Can't get close enough. There we go. Aha! And I know what you're thinking. I do know what you're thinking. Shouldn't you really... If I were you, Jason, I would just get a camera stand. But if I were you, then you'd be me. And I'd be using your other hand to hold the camera. Ah, the theory was sound. Oop, get it in focus. Well, I'm sure you can tell from that. It's pretty good. That's not bad at all. There's a bit of an explosion on the exit wound on the side. This is the side of my strap, but that's getting cut off anyway. So, well, that seems to be a success. Chalk up another use for the angle grinder.